Trade deadline's in the books. We were able to sleep on our moves. Let's give this thing a grade. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and we were able to really soak in these moves. The Vikings make 2 trades, and we're going to grade these bad boys.
Yeah, you said slept on our moves. I slept with our moves. We had a very romantic evening together. Before we talk about the grade, be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop hashtag 10K in the comments. Giveaways probably tomorrow, but we're usually a day or two after that.
Yeah, and be sure to hit up Underdog Fantasy. Hit the link down in the description. Do the promo code SKULL. Boom, boom, boom. New customer offer. They match up to your first 100 bones, and you get a mystery pick'em special. Hit that up. Promo code SKULL. Let's do this. So we're just going to grade it like overall. Like, we're not going to grade each move. Let's just grade the day as a whole. How did the Vikings and Kwesi do?
Yeah, again, let's just recap the moves. We trade for Josh Dobbs, quarterback. We gave up a 6th, got Josh Dobbs a 7th in return. And then we also sent Ezra Cleveland to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th round draft selection in the 2024 draft. So those are the moves. That's what we're looking at. How much this team got so much better yesterday.
Well, the big thing about the Dobbs trade is we could actually be given that 7th rounder back if Dobbs starts half of the remaining games for the Vikings. The Cardinals get to keep their 7th round pick, and we basically just gave up a 6th.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I still think that's an open competition between Josh Dobbs and Jaren Hall. Hall will have the first shot to prove he is worthy on Sunday against the Falcons. But sleeping on these grades, thinking about these moves, the Josh Dobbs one, I'm fine with. You bring in a veteran quarterback. You don't really give up anything for him. He gives you another option. And I also think this kind of points to Nick Mullins maybe not coming back as soon as we thought. I think maybe he might get extended on that IR, whatever the hell's going on with him. I think we may not see him till later. So now you flesh out that quarterback room. You got Dobbs, you got Jaren Hall. I think that will be a competition. I assume Josh Dobbs will take that thing over, but you never know. We've seen rookie quarterbacks surprise.
Yeah, Nick Mullins, I don't care if he ever plays for the Vikings again. What I like about it is the fact that they just made a move. I mean, they're not throwing in the chips. They're not cashing it in. They're not saying screw it. I would have been fine with them rolling with Hall. The fact that they bring in a guy like Dobbs, like you said, didn't cost much of anything. It's like, who gives a shit? I mean, they're trying something. If Hall is a complete mess on Sunday, maybe they roll with Dobbs. Maybe they know they're going to roll with Dobbs in a week from now, whatever it is. But they're giving themselves options. They didn't give up much for it. So I'm all for it. I like it. If you would have told me you were going to have Josh Dobbs, I would have called you a damn liar. But you know what? He's here, and let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got to offer. He's still young.
Yeah, in the post game on Sunday, in the videos we did, Twitter, there was never mentioned Josh Dobbs going to the Vikings. This one kind of caught me by surprise. Like a left hook, back alley behind the line.
I'm much more happier that they took Dobbs instead of giving up actual draft capital for a guy that would probably come here and just suck anyways, like Stafford, Tannehill, whatever. I like the route they took. So well done on this one. I like this one.
And then Carson Wentz was another. I didn't want anything to do with Carson Wentz. So yeah, we'll see what Josh Dobbs. He's smart. He's got more weapons he's ever had in Arizona. So you hope for the best. You're 4-4, win 3 in a row. You're hoping your new quarterback can help you out here. The Ezra Cleveland move. Let's talk about that one. Ezra Cleveland sent to Jaguars for a 6th round pick. This one, to me, I'm having a little harder time with the compensation.
Yeah, so it's the Panthers pick. It's going to be an early 6th round pick, which is good. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one. Everyone's like, "Oh man, we should have got a 5th. We should have got something better." Well, obviously that wasn't offered, or we would have taken it. So it's not like we passed up anything to just get this 6th round pick. So I'm more at peace with this now as far as what we got for him. I don't care. He wasn't going to start. I guess if Dalton Reisner goes down and we have to play Blake Brandon, I'll be like, all right, I wish we would have kept Ezra Cleveland.
Well, and that's one thing KOC alluded to in his press conference yesterday. He said, hey, we got Blake Brandel as the backup. And that's how he said his name. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not.
Very French.
Looking good. He praised Reisner, his play, and he said we also have Chris Reed coming back from IR soon, so we figured we could move Ezra Cleveland. This points to me that they never were going to extend Ezra Cleveland. He was never in the future plans. Once they got Reisner here, saw how good he was, they figured they could unload him. So I think that points to that. Another thing, I think that the 6th round, I mean, Ezra Cleveland's hurt right now. Like, I don't know how soon he's going to be ready to go. He got that leg injury. He could be out another week or two, so that also lowers his value.
Yeah, and he wasn't coming back. I mean, it is what it is. like I said, I said in the video, I said if you were to tell me what I think we would have got for him, I would have said a 5th rounder. But it wasn't offered. And when you look at the compensatory pick, they're comparing it to he probably would have got a 5th rounder. But one thing that Will Reggett's pointed out is a very good point. Is we're going to have a lot of money to spend in free agency. We're going to offset that comp pick anyway. So we haven't gotten anything for him.
Yeah. And you mentioned already, it's almost a 5th round pick, being that Panthers pick who they're going to pick high in this draft. So, yeah, I mean, I would like to get a little bit more, but it is what it is. So, what is your grade? You slept on it. You've thought about it in the shower. You thought about it at night.
Thinking about it. I've been up all night thinking about it. And I put the poll out there. So let's the viewers grade the deadline as a B, a pretty overwhelming B, which I was actually pretty surprised about. There was a lot of negative comments about these trades. So that is the viewers and a lot of votes.
Yeah. And that's, 75% of the votes went B or C there. And that's, I think, where it should be. I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with B- on these moves.
Yeah, I mean, I give it a B plus. The main reason is we didn't lose any draft capital. We actually got a better 6th round pick. It's like we got a new player. We traded away a backup, and we didn't lose anything. So it's like it's all for free. So I can't be upset about this at all. If these guys, if Dobbs doesn't work out, he was here. We got him for free. We saved cap space yesterday. That's what we did, and got a new quarterback.
Yeah, we did. Again, I mean, you can argue that Ezra Cleveland maybe a little bit more, but whatever. It is what it is. B-, B+. Makes sense to me. And again, Kwesi, thank you for making the deadline fun 2nd year in a row.
Well, yeah, and the thing we didn't even talk about is I think we can pretty much anticipate trade galore as long as Kwesi is our GM. He will trade anything, and he is all for it. So I love it. Makes it interesting.
It does. It makes it great. Whether it's the preseason, postseason, whatever. He's not. He don't give a shit. He's wheeling and dealing. Kwesi's cooking. So let us know in the comments, what is your grade of the Vikings trade deadline moves? And remember this: if you place your back of your hand on the pavement, if you cannot hold it there for 5 seconds, it's too hot to walk your dog.